So, DJing consists of mixing two tracks and blending them smoothly so it doesn't sound like shit. Be track A and track B. This is done with a variety of nods. Now this is it's a pretty basic soundboard. Some of them have much more nods than this particular brand. It's like the difference between a keyboard, you know, a MIDI controller and a grand piano. You know, it's just more keys. Just because there's more keys doesn't mean it's more complicated. It just means you have a higher variety. But this has all the essential keys that you're going to need, or rather nods, so that way you can blend and mix smoothly. When it comes down to it, the basics are like this. The real main objective to DJing is knowing how to blend frequencies. That's the trick. It all comes down to frequencies. If you know music by ear, then chances are you're going to be good at DJing. I mean, that's what it basically is. It's more about ears than it is music theory. But if you know music theory, it's obviously going to help you be a lot better at, you know, knowing how to match keys, like A's and B's and G's. But, you know, we're going to stick to the basic shit for this tutorial. So, when I say frequencies, I'm talking about the bass, treble, and the gain. Now, what that translates to is high frequency, mid frequency, low frequency. Now, bass and treble in music theory, it's the clefs. So, in music theory, when you're playing the piano, the bass would be your left hand, bass clef, and then your right hand would be the treble, which is the melody, you know, treble clef. Either way, besides from that, you have the fader right here will be in the middle, would play both tracks, and obviously which way you go to will cater towards more of the sound of which track you're going towards. Same cue and play. These are for all the samples you can set. You can also take a piece of the track and just record it for a second loop, a few second loop, and then place on one of these. This would be the volume of said tracks, you know. So, you know, you can just modify. This would be the tempo, speed. I like saying tempo. It's basically how fast the track is. It's BPM is the most common phrase, which is beats per minute. So this would be the fastest, and then this would be the slowest. This would be default in the middle. You want to match the BPM for both tracks if you want to make it blend smoothly, obviously. Nowadays you have the ability to auto sync, you know, which makes it easier. This is not on, that's why it's not glowing. This is a basic tutorial. This right here is browse, which allows you to browse the song when you have it hooked up to a laptop, or if you're using a card, a sound card. This is the master gain, and again, this you can actually blend both tracks simultaneously with technology we have nowadays. You know, DJing is much easier nowadays than it used to be. You know, but you know, with more options becomes more responsibility, I suppose. So we have more variety of what we can do nowadays, and you know, so there's more to learn, I suppose is the best way to put it. So, you know, that's gonna wrap up the first tutorial of DJing. In the second tutorial, we're actually gonna do some like real-time DJing, and I'll show you, you know, basic shit. Peace.